Welcome to this tour of the legendary Saltmarsh Slayer Zone rares. I recently started switching to using Saltmarsh as a sort of a finisher to my epic leveling routine, and there's lots of advantages to coming out here and doing that because from the rare chest you can get all kinds of goodies, including quite a few named items which you can use to feed to your sentient weapon, good amount of sentient XP from those. You can also find 1000 sentient XP stones, which if you need the sentient XP, or you can sell those on the shard exchange. You can also get your star fragments from these chests and use those to upgrade your, the old scroll seal shard pack items. You make the legendary versions, you need the star fragments, and there's also, as a rare drop, a very rare drop, the nebula fragment, which you need to get the frame from Lahar, and then so you can collect the 8 pieces of that to make your legendary items into perfected artifact versions of those. So I'm going to show you the locations of all the rares, and I'm going to be splicing together many runs because I want to show you what all the rares look like, so you can actually see the rares spawning as opposed to just showing you the locations of each of the rare. So I'm going to show you the pattern that I learned. You can do whatever pattern you like. But the first rare we're going to check is the Adiug. And he's over here in the dump, right outside of the town. And you're going to be able to see that he's up from a distance because you can see his tentacle sticking up out of the water there. If you don't see that tentacle, then he's not up. Alright, the next rare we're going to check is a Wraith that's up there in front of a crypt. And I'm just going to skirt along this wall here, because if you go through the field, you're going to aggro, a bunch of crows. And, I'm not here to get slayers. I'm here to just farm rares. So I'm trying to move quickly, and this way I don't spike a red dungeon alert later on in the routine, or I'm less likely to, or it won't happen as soon in any event. So we're looking for this crypt right up here, and I can see from the presence of the chest that the Wraith is up. Okay, for the next rare, if you got a horse or something, you can actually jump over the buildings. My jumps are wings. I don't have a good enough jump to make that, and I'm not on my horse. But the next rare is going to be a pirate guy right down here by this shanty. Alright, I can see that the pirate is up from his chest being there. And from the pirate, we're going to start heading toward the dock there. Our next rare is going to be right across the bay. We're looking for that dock right there to swim towards. And if there are folks fishing on the dock, then the rare won't be up. If there's no one fishing on the dock, then the rare will be just beyond the dock. And it's a Tiefling Bard. Be careful, he likes to dance ya. So nobody's fishing on the dock. So there he is. Now we're going to go up this hill. Right in front of us here, there's going to be a hill giant at like a little campsite with a bubbling cauldron. And here he is. Okay, the next rare is up at the top of this next hill, and this next rare is the Abishai, and it's always up. You just have to solve a puzzle to get him to spawn, and the solution to the puzzle is the same every time. There's gonna be some trash mobs about. No big whoop. Okay, we just need to hit every button one time, and the second one we're going to hit again, and that solves the puzzle, and the Abishai spawns. And again, that rare will always be there. From the Abishai, we're going to go downhill to the water's edge, and we're looking for the giant crocodile. You won't see him from afar. He doesn't come out of the water until you get right to the water's edge. And it's hard to see if his chest is up because it's obscured by the weeds, but you can search it out with like backspace or Q, whatever you use to target interactables. And I can see the chest from afar, so I know he's up. The next rare is always up. It's the Kelpie called the Whaler. And you want to head towards Danger at Dunwater. You can see the island here with the lookout there, and beyond it is the spire, and that's the entrance for the final enemy. Now, just beyond this island, the Danger at Dunwater is located on, is going to be the Kelpie. Now, a little tip, if you just want to farm out that one real quick, you can actually, kill her, just come around, go into Danger at Dunwater, pull out a hireling, dismiss the hireling, step back out. That has the function of resetting the Slayer zones. You can literally just ransack this quest in, 5 minutes doing that. Just go into the dungeon, again, pull out a hireling, dismiss the hireling, come back out, because you've brought someone into the party and dismissed them. That has the function of resetting the Slayer zone. You very quickly farm out this chest if you want to. Okay, from here we're going to head west, and I'm going to go ahead and get on the horse. We're going to go all the way to the far edge of the map, and we're looking for the sea lion. Bring the map up a little bit so you can see where I'm going. And there's the sea lion there, and it's always on that rock there. So if you're looking for that rock, and he's gonna be there if he's up. Okay, now we're gonna kind of double back a little bit, but we're gonna kind of head a little bit more northeast along the coastline. And the next rare that we're looking for is the Water Weird. And he's gonna be just past this peninsula. There's a little peninsula right there. He'll be just past this, and you'll know he's up if you see this crate that's guarded by a couple Sohwag, and you gotta break the crate, and it spawns the Water Weird. Alright. Now keep going more or less along the coastline, And next I'm looking for a broken down, like dilapidated building. It's right in front of me. And there's going to be a scrag. And here's the scrag jumping out of the weeds. If there are other mobs milling about in this rundown building, then the scrag isn't up. The next rare is going to be the Bullywug, and he's right across from a frog statue, and that's the rock that he would be on if he's up, and there he is. There's a frog statue there, and he's right across from that. Alright, after the Bullywug, we're going to go up and around 1000 Teeth's Lair. That's the quest entrance for Swim at Your Own Risk. And we're going to go up to that hilltop there. And that's where the Manticore is located. And I can see he's up from here. If he was not up, there'd be a pair of trolls there. From the Manticore, we're going to head over to this building there, and Flicker the Displacer Beast, if he's up, is going to be just past it on the right. And there he is. His chest will be right there in the building. From Flicker, I'm going to turn slightly north, and I'm looking for a funny looking mound of vegetation. There it is. See how that vegetation kind of stands out a little bit? And this is where the shambling mound is located. Okay, from the shambling mound, we're going to head towards this this hill. You can see there's kind of a ravine that goes around it. We're going to go right up the middle of this hill, and there's going to be another dilapidated building that has like a crazed gatekeeper in there that's obsessing about a codex page. That's what gatekeepers do. And there's the building that we're looking for. And you will need to get right up to it to see if he's up. And there he is. Okay, next we're going to turn south, and we're going to start heading towards the fire beetle, and there he is. We can see him from afar. He's also on a rock. You can look for that rock there. You can actually even see the rock on the map if you have the rock filled, or if you have the map filled out. You can see the little gray spot right there on the map. So if you're not too familiar with the area, you're not sure if you're in the right place, just look for that rock. This is the final rare. And let's go ahead and take a look at the map. we started out right here from the entrance to the Slayer Zone. We made a left and we went over here to the city dump. Then we came over here and we skirted out along the wall. And then we went up here to the Wraith. And then we went down here. And there was Pirate here at the beach. Then went over to the dock. At the dock, we crossed the bay to this other dock. And then right here is where the Tiefling Bard was. We went up the first hill to the Hill Giant. Then we went up the next hill to the Abishai. We turned northwest and we went to the bottom of the hill where the giant crocodile is. And then we headed over just past Danger at Unwater and we got the Kelpie. Then we headed west to the Sea Lion, which was right over here. Then we kind of turned back a little bit and went northeast. And we went for the Water Weird, which is just after a peninsula. Right about here. The peninsula's there. You can't see it all. I don't have my map filled in, but that's the peninsula I'm talking about. And then we went to a dilapidated building where the Scrag was. And then we went over to where the Bullywug was. And then we turned north. Actually, the Bullywug was there. And then we turned north and went past Thousand Teeth Lair up to the Manticore. And then we went over to the building where Flicker was. And then from Flicker, we went and we looked for the Gatekeeper, which was up here. And then from the Gatekeeper, we did the Shambling Mound after Flicker, and then we went to the Gatekeeper, and then we turned southeast toward the Fire Beetle, and that's all the rares. Thanks for watching. You have any questions, you make a comment, or stop by the Twitch channel. I do a morning show we call Morning Coffee and Chat every weekday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Eastern. Hang out, drink some coffee, chat about DDO. We'll see you soon.